The Arctic wasteland stretched as far as the eye could see, a blinding white expanse of snow and ice. It was a place of unforgiving cold where few dared to venture. A team of researchers braved the harsh conditions. They were on a mission of great importance. They were searching for a lost relic of World War II, a legend whispered on the winds of time. The researchers picked up a faint signal on their instruments. It emanated from a large, ice-covered object. With bated breath, they began the arduous task of excavation. As they chipped away at the frozen tomb, a figure slowly began to emerge. It was frozen solid, encased in a block of ice. The figure was dressed in a red, white, and blue suit. He clutched a shield that shimmered like a beacon in the glacial light. Word of the discovery spread like wildfire across the globe. Could this be the legendary Captain America, the hero who vanished decades ago? The world held its breath, waiting for the ice to reveal its secret. The fate of a hero lost to time hung in the balance. The year was 1940. The world trembled before the might of Nazi Germany. In the bustling streets of New York City, a young man named Steve Rogers yearned to fight for freedom. He was frail, plagued by asthma and a host of other ailments. Time and again, he was deemed unfit for military service. But Steve Rogers possessed an unyielding spirit. He believed in fighting for what was right, no matter the cost. He tried to enlist, driven by a burning desire to serve his country. But his frail physique betrayed him. He was rejected time and again. He watched as other young men, full of vigor and strength, marched off to war. A pang of frustration and helplessness resonated within him. He was desperate to do his part, to stand alongside his countrymen against the encroaching darkness. One day, Steve's unwavering determination caught the attention of a certain General Chester Phillips. The general saw in Steve an indomitable spirit. It was a quality that transcended physical limitations. General Phillips offered Steve a chance to serve his country. It wouldn't be on the front lines, not at first. Steve would be a part of a top-secret experiment. It was called Project Rebirth. Steve, without hesitation, agreed. He was injected with a special serum developed by the brilliant Dr. Abraham Erskine. He was then bombarded with a treatment they called Vita Rays. Steve emerged from the treatment chamber a changed man. Gone was the frail young man. In his place stood a symbol of strength and vitality. He was the pinnacle of human potential. He was Captain America. While Captain America was a symbol of hope, a dark force was gathering power in Europe. His name was Johann Schmidt. He was the leader of Hydra, a shadowy organization dedicated to world domination. Schmidt had undergone his own twisted transformation. It had turned him into a horrifying figure known as the Red Skull. The Red Skull possessed a weapon of unimaginable power. It was a glowing cube of cosmic energy called the Tesseract. With it, he could control the very fabric of reality. He planned to unleash its power upon the world, bending it to his will. The Allies knew they had to act fast. The fate of the free world hung in the balance. Section 5. The Howling Commandos, a band of brothers. Captain America was tasked with leading a special unit of soldiers. They were known as the Howling Commandos. This elite group was comprised of men who were skilled in sabotage and unconventional warfare. They were rough around the edges, but they were the best at what they did. Together, Captain America and the Howling Commandos fought their way across Europe. They disrupted Hydra's operations and liberated those trapped under the Nazi regime. They were more than just soldiers. They were a band of brothers, bound by their shared ideals and their unwavering commitment to freedom. Section 6. A desperate race against time. The war raged on. Captain America faced countless dangers, always putting himself on the line for the greater good. He clashed with the Red Skull on numerous occasions. Each battle brought him closer to stopping Hydra's sinister plan. However, the Red Skull was always one step ahead. He was constructing a weapon of mass destruction. It was fueled by the Tesseract's power. He planned to unleash it upon the Allied forces, crushing their resistance and plunging the world into darkness. Captain America knew he had to act quickly. He was in a race against time. The fate of the world rested on his shoulders. Section 7. The Ultimate Sacrifice. As the Red Skull prepared to unleash his ultimate weapon, Captain America confronted him in a final showdown. The two battled aboard a massive aircraft, the fate of the world hanging in the balance. During the fight, the plane sustained heavy damage. It was about to crash. Facing a terrible choice, Captain America knew what he had to do. He couldn't let the Red Skull's weapon fall into the wrong hands. He made the ultimate sacrifice, grabbing the Red Skull and crashing the plane into the icy depths of the Arctic Ocean. The world mourned the loss of its champion. Section 8. Awakening in a New World. Captain America didn't die in the crash, but he was trapped. The super soldier serum that flowed through his veins kept him alive. He remained frozen in the icy tomb for decades. Then, in the 21st century, he was discovered. He awoke to a world vastly different from the one he remembered. SHIELD, a global peacekeeping organization, took him under their wing. They helped him adjust to his new reality. He was a man out of time. He grappled with the loss of his friends and the world he knew. He still possessed the same unwavering spirit. He was ready to face the challenges of this new era. Section 9. A New Mission, a New Era. As Captain America adjusted to his new life, he found that the world still needed heroes. He caught the attention of Nick Fury, the director of SHIELD. Fury recognized the indomitable spirit and unwavering moral compass that lay within the hero. Fury had a proposition for Captain America. He wanted him to join a team of remarkable people. They were individuals with extraordinary abilities. They would face threats too great for conventional forces to handle. He would be called upon once again to fight for freedom and justice. A new era had begun for Captain America. He was ready to answer the call.